All right. Hello, welcome. Good afternoon, viewers. Everyone that will be watching this later on. Today, we've got a very special guest. Someone's actually fairly new to our school, and I have actually been trying to organize this interview for quite some time. I know my guest is also, was quite motivated to do this interview a long time ago. But as you know, the start of the school, and he's one of the most busiest person. I can definitely vouch for this. And I've never seen someone that busy and really hands-on. So it's none other than Michael, our facilities maintenance manager. I really welcome you to the show, and it's a pleasure to have you on the show today. Well, tell us about yourself, Michael. Give us a brief introduction, and then I've got a little photo there, and then I'm going to ask you to give us an introduction about that photo as well.
Okay, my name's Michael Draper. I'm the maintenance manager of AIA in Kellyville campus. I've been here since the end of September in 2022, so about 5 months, coming up to 6 months. Really enjoy working here. I work with my offsider, Mr. Lou. And yes, as you said in the introduction, we are flat out, like lizards drinking all day, every day. Photo that everyone can see, I think that was myself from 1982 or 81 in primary school. That was Ramwick Public School. That photo was taken from, and missing a tooth, of course. Fantastic primary school photos, or everyone's missing teeth. So yes, a little bit about myself. I'm 48. I have an 8-year-old son named Braxton. He attends a school not far from here in Rouse Hill, and I live nearby as well. I live in North Kellyville area.
Oh,
So I've been living in this area on and off for probably about 15 years. I really like the hills.
it's a luxury. I mean, definitely if you live closer to work.
Correct. Yeah, I'm 5 minutes from work. I'm 5 minutes from my son's school. So between the two, I managed to get back and forth within 10 minutes every morning and afternoon. So that's, it's a good thing for me.
Well, I'm local as well. I'm not far away. I'm only 2 minutes from here. So and my children come here, so I don't have to do back and forth.
No, that's it. You got one up on me.
Okay. Look, I've got another photo. Before I go into that photo, I actually want to ask you, tell us something that you always wanted to learn. You know, as humans, we always want to learn something. We always want to do something in our lives. And we always think, there's always that void. Okay, I want to do that. I wish I did that. What's that something that you always wanted to do?
Something that I always wanted to do, well, when I was younger and I was in school, one of the things that I always wanted to do was to be a world traveller. And the other thing that I always wanted to do was to be a writer, a professional writer, full-time writer. So I actually have done both of those things. So I've travelled around the world twice by myself as an adult. Once with my parents as a young child. So I've been to every continent except for South America. Visited pretty much most countries. I can't name them all because there's too many. And I don't know if you want to know some surprising facts about me now. I can answer that now if you like.
Well, yeah, definitely. Tell us. I mean, that's one of my questions. I mean, wait, before I go to the surprising fact, I like to extend the program. If you've seen other interviews, that's what my style is. You said you're a writer as well. I would like to know what's something that you've written down.
Correct. I've actually published 2 children's books.
Amazing.
I did self-publish them. There's a company based in Melbourne called Tableau. And you can self-publish your own books, and they're actually still available online. You can get them online through Tableau. I think Dymocks and a couple other online bookstores have my children's books. I've got 4 more I'm about to publish over the coming year.
Well, you could become an English teacher, I'll tell you that. You're a writer. To actually teach English to the students over here. Teach them writing skills. Yeah,
I thought this was one of the things that I enjoyed most in school and growing up and learning was English. It was always my forte, writing. So, and most of those stories in my books are stories that I wrote when I was around about 9, 10, 11. So when I rewrote them, I published 2 books at the beginning of last year. So I revisited them and I just tweaked them to make them more modern and more sort of conducive to, 2022 rather than 1982. So,
Would you
yeah.
mind telling me the titles? I like to read into those titles.
The titles?
Yes.
Oh, now you know I've got a full mental blank because I've got 6 titles in my head right now. So the main character in my book is a boy called Charlie Smith. I chose a very, very generic English name.
Charlie Smith.
He could be anybody. So they're Charlie Smith Adventures, and one of the titles is Charlie's Great Cupcake Adventure, and the other one is Charlie's Great BMX Bike Adventure, or Bike Race. Sorry.
Well, that's amazing. I mean, I'm definitely going to invest myself into actually looking into these titles. As you said, they're still online available. So I'll be actually looking into them today once I get over with the interview.
They're not illustrated. They're unillustrated books. And I'll tell you why I chose not to illustrate them is pretty much every child's book you pick up has illustrations. I wanted the children who are fortunate enough to pick up or come across a copy, read it, and use their own imagination to see in their mind what's going on, rather than have a picture show them.
That is amazing. You said something. You're a professional writer. I tell you what, you are a writer because you put your legacy. You've already written your legacy in AIA. And someone, whenever I see, and I say this, and not because you're sitting in front of me, I've seen you always hands-on. I mean, even you're always with your offsider. You don't shy away from doing the things that your offsider does. And I can tell you what, you've got really some great hedging skills. Maybe I need to actually learn from you how to hedge my lawn, because I really struggling to get the hedges right.
It takes a bit of practice. It's not an easy thing. It's not a hard thing, but it does take practice. So don't put yourself down. Unless you're doing it regularly, you can make a dog's breakfast out of the hedging. It's for sure.
Well, also another thing you said, you're a traveler. I mean, tell me I know it's a really long list. I mean, you see a lot of different cultures in the school. Is there any culture in the school the country that you've been to?
Yes, I've been to Pakistan.
I've been to Pakistan.
I've been to India. I've been to Karachi. I've been to Lahore. I've been to Mumbai. I've been to those places. I haven't been anywhere in the Middle East, unfortunately. That's one place I haven't been to yet. So hopefully one day I'll get there.
But how'd you find Pakistan? That's my father's country. So he's from Karachi.
Yeah. I visited. It was only briefly. Karachi was only an overnight stay on my way to Europe, unfortunately. So I didn't get to really immerse myself in the full Pakistan experience. But it was nice wandering around and just seeing the lights of the city and the hubbub and things, going 24/7, and just a different lifestyle, to how we live.
That's amazing. Look, tell us something that you know really well. There's so many things I've learned about you today, Michael, that you know well. I mean, I'm writing a list over here. I'll tell you that. But definitely, there's always something. We always say, look, if you want that, count on me. I know it. I'll do it for you. What's that something you would say that you know really well?
Something that I know really well?
Yes.
Look, something that I feel that I'm really good at and I know really well is customer service. It doesn't matter what job you're doing. Like, I do maintenance and facilities at the school, as you know. I fix things, I pick up rubbish, I repair holes in the wall, I do hedging, I move furniture around. But if you have a customer service delivery and you do it with a smile and friendliness while you're doing it, I think that makes all the difference. And that's what I aspire to do every day. Is just make my interactions with those people happy and joyful, and that's what I do. That's what I feel like I bring to to the school, the table, and the role. and also it makes my interactions with yourself and everybody else at AIA that much more fun.
Look, I would give you, if I was one of the judges to actually write your report card for customer services, I'll give you 11 out of 10, you know.
Okay, thank you. I'll take it.
It's really, I've actually seen you with that smile on the face always, regardless of how busy the time was. You were only the week 5 of school, and I know you were just lifting up. Just this morning, just outside, you were outside only an hour ago before this interview. You were outside with this massive cupboard. I'm sure that you put that cupboard together right next to my office, and you pushed that in, and I saw that smile on your face. I'll tell you what, really hot, such a hot day as well, to put a smile on the face. It takes a lot of customer service.
It does. Stinking hot day today. It's very humid. So it's I moved the cupboard down. I was swapping a small cupboard for a big cupboard. So keep the two people. Someone wanted a bigger one. Someone wanted a smaller one. So it's all about keeping everyone happy.
What's something else you would say that you know really well? I mean, apart from the customer service part.
Something I know really well. Even though I haven't studied or done any formal training for quite a while, I was a long time cricketer. I played cricket from about the age of 6 until about the age of 16. Pretty much the right way through school. I loved my cricket. I didn't play any representative cricket, but you know, I really enjoyed doing the cricket for the teams that I played for over the years. Had a lot of fun, made a lot of friends along the way. You got to like your sport. Got to have a sport that you like.
That's right. You know, you got, and if you've been to Pakistan, I mean, no matter where you live in the world, no matter where you grow in the world, it's one sport that every Pakistani loves playing: swinging the bat. So
absolutely, throwing the ball and swinging the bat. They love it over there.
That's right.
The Pakistani is cricket first and everything else second.
That's right. And then that's even the Indian culture as well to the neighboring country. I mean, as you know, they're really renowned. They've got the best batsmen ever came to the cricketing world. I mean, Tendulkar and even the current batsman they have, which is Virat Kohli. So all these guys, you know, they're really great batsmen coming from the other side. We're actually known for throwing the ball. We've got the best fast bowlers that ever walked on the face of this earth.
Yep. Well, I mean, when I was a kid, I mean, I grew up. You know, there was always the top players from each team in each country. You know, say Pakistan had Imran Khan. If you know anything about cricket in Pakistan, you know Imran Khan. So you know, I was a kid when he was still playing professionally. The spin bowler from Pakistan, Kazim Omar, he was amazing when I was a kid as well. There's just every country's just had so many amazing players over the years. Same with Australia, New Zealand, West Indies. So yeah, no, it's a fantastic sport. And now we've got the IPL making millionaires out of cricketers.
That's right. I mean, I think me and you were in the wrong profession. We should have continued playing cricket and probably would have ended up in IPL making some money for ourselves.
Oh, for sure. I can see you're the top order batsman. You'll be in the top 3 for sure.
You know what? You spoke about the time because I played cricket as well on a grade level as well, and I'm a baller like you because I remember we were speaking, and so bowling was my forte, and then I could bat as well. I mean, this is something that we can do because the year 11s they love cricket, so we can actually team up, me and you, divide the year 11s and have a little game one day. So I'm actually planning for that. Well, me and you go in the basketball court and have a little game with these year 11s. So
yeah, I'll be in that. We can do staff versus the year 11s.
That'd be a nice one because you know my neighbour, Mr. Singh, Tignor Singh, he's also playing. He plays great cricket as well. So they play every Sunday. So he's a fast bowler as well. So we've got some staff that know how to play cricket. So that would be a nice one.
Oh, fantastic! Yeah, book me down. I'll be down for that.
Well, you've taken me to the nostalgia moment. You said the great players, Imran Khan. You had the great player from Australia, Dennis Lilly. Then you had Ian Botham, and then you also had Richard Hadley, and then you had Kapil Dave. So they were the players, those all-rounders, those great players from the 5 different teams. You
Correct.
probably remember all of them.
Yes, yeah. Sometimes you got to cast your memory back and think, oh, who was that? Who was that player again? But yeah, as you're growing up and you grow up with these people and you're watching them constantly, they create an impression on your life. Especially
That's correct.
if it's a sport that you like and enjoy, you never forget them.
Well, tell us about the photo. I've got a photo. You're padded up. I'm sure you're going in to save your team. There's probably a 6 required of the last ball.
Yeah, I think that was under 12s or under 13s. That was right before our final, our grand final. We won that year. So we won that competition that season. So that was why it was one of the photos that I kept. That's why I showed it to you the other day. So yeah, it's a bit of a memory for me. So winning season.
Yeah, because how amazing that is. We always remember how we win the games, but we never remember how we lost those games.
Correct. Everyone remembers the winners, not so much the losers.
That's right. Well, now you've been surprising me a lot, Michael. I've actually been surprised on my chair over here, and I'm sure the people that be listening later on, they'll be surprised as well. Give us a surprising fact. You're a writer. You're so much. You're a cricketer. You're a world traveler as well. You've traveled the world. Give me something else. Surprise me more.
I studied martial arts for 25 years. I've done karate, taekwondo, kickboxing, Muay Thai, and I studied Muay Thai in Thailand for 6 months as my son is born in Thailand. So while I was waiting for him to be born, I was doing daily training and lessons over there. I think it was a bit younger than I am now, so my body was able to handle it. So,
well, thank goodness you've told me, so I don't have to challenge you in fighting now. So thank you. I know that information. Well, I'm going to stay away from you. So I always make sure I put a smile on your face when I see you.
Yeah, that's not hard to do. Oh, and another surprising fact, I love my coffee. So I'm a bit of a coffee connoisseur. So I have a really good coffee machine at home. You'll probably always see me walking around throughout the day with a coffee in my hand in the morning, specifically. So yeah.
Well, that's a very Australian culture. I mean, coffee. I think if you were in UK, you'd be a tea person.
Well, I do drink tea in the afternoons. I have an afternoon cup of tea around 2:30, 3 o'clock most days, not every day. But yeah, mornings, mid-mornings, always coffee. 7 days a week, I'm always on for coffee.
What's your favorite coffee?
My favorite coffee? There's so many different coffees I like for different reasons. I really like, it's called, I think I don't want to botch the name. It's called Fazenda Rio. It's a Brazilian single origin coffee. It's probably my favorite of all time. It's really nice, good depth of flavor and acidity, and not too strong, not too weak. So it's really nice. That's my favorite.
You know what? Mark also likes coffee. I have coffee as well. So maybe me, you, and Mark can go for a coffee, and possibly we could go for this Brazilian coffee and see how it tastes like.
If I can find some, there used to be quite a few places in Sydney that had that particular type. I haven't seen any for a while now. So I'm not quite sure where the blends go. I know the cafe down the road is currently using an Ethiopian blend. I think it's the Bakehouse Cafe. They have an Ethiopian blend or a Sumatran blend. I'm not sure, but it's all, you know, as long as it's good, I'll drink it.
Well, look, you've surprised me. I actually didn't even know what blends people use. Ethiopian blend. For me, it comes out of the machine, and I'll just drink whatever's there.
No, I like to know where the coffee's coming from, and that way I can give respect and to, you know, like, I mean, each different blend, each different coffee bean from each region has a different flavor, a different bitterness, a different strength, different level of acidity, and some are creamy, some are watery. So it depends on which region you like, what type of coffee you're getting, and if it's blended with something else, even better.
I've actually learned so much about coffee. Maybe I'm going to do your test for you. My question to you for today, tell me where the 7-Eleven coffee is, what blend it is. It's slightly bitter, I'll tell you that, because I've had it as a very bitter taste to that.
Okay, well, I've never had a 7-Eleven coffee so far, so I mean, I'll endeavour to have one day, and we can compare notes.
All right. Look, it's been a pleasure, Michael, to speak to you. It's amazing. Learned so much about you. Tell me, give us an advice. We're in a small community, and we all see each other on a daily basis. It's like we're like a family over here. We're seeing each other on a daily basis, and we all take advices. I mean, you've given me such great advice. That smile on the face it goes a long way. Give us an advice. Give all of us an advice. We'll be listening later on. What is something that you would like to tell us?
Advice to tell everybody at AIA. I don't really have some advice per se. I would just like to say everyone just keep doing what they're doing. Everyone is fantastic at their job. It's a really good team here. We all get along really well. Everyone's friendly. Ever since I've started in the last 6 months, I've been made to feel more than welcome. So my advice is just to keep on doing what everyone's doing, and it'll last for years and years to come.
That's right. Look, it was Michael. It was a pleasure to actually speak to you, and I am so blessed to actually have this meeting. And as you know, we've been actually planning this meeting for quite some time.
About 3-4 months at least.
It is, yes. Well, look, now's the fun part. Not really for you, for me. It's that quiz time. Again, no pressure. Most of the people don't get it right. Personally, myself, if I was doing one of these quizzes, I'll fail badly. So no pressure. Next thing you're going to see is the quiz. And I'll give you 10 seconds to think over it and give me the answer. So the next sound that you'll be here listening to is the audio sound from that quiz. And then I will pause it for you and I'll wait for your answer.
Okay, I'll give it a go.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, let's do it.
7. Time for a tricky one, so be very attentive. What do you sleep on, sit on, and brush your teeth with?
Did you get that?
Yeah, I heard it.
What do you sleep on, sit on, and brush your teeth with?
Nylon is, man-made fiber. You can make toothbrushes out of nylon. Mattresses are made out of nylon, and I guess a lounge or a seat could be made out of some form of nylon fabric. That's my best guess.
All right, okay, let's do it. Let's see if that's the right answer, okay? I think you're very close. Close.
Okay.
A bed, a chair, and a toothbrush. Common sense, remember? Don't overcomplicate things.
So basically, according to them, it was a bed, a chair, and a toothbrush. Don't overcomplicate things.
Okay. Of course. Keep it simple.
Keep it simple.
I went straight to the common denominator, and you just, the correct answer just straight over my head.
I think you overthought it. It was like, where do you
find a common thread between the three items? Yeah.
What do you sit on? What do you lie on? And what do you brush your teeth with? It's a bed, a chair, and a toothbrush.
Oh wow.
Oh look, Michael.
Keep it simple.
That's right. I mean, as you said, keep life simple. Stay smiling. Look, I love your smile. You're a great person. I must say, I've never seen a person like you, someone who enjoys whatever he does, no matter how hot the day is, no matter how cold the day is, no matter how difficult the day is, no matter how easy the day is. Look, it's a pleasure to actually have you on my show. And God bless you, as I always say to everyone. Yeah. And I want you to enjoy your time at AIA. And my doors are always open for you. If you want to chat, and maybe we should definitely go for that coffee, and you can tell me more about the coffees. I'd love to listen to this coffee journey. I want to go on a coffee journey with you.
Sounds good to me. Lovely. And thank you very much for having me on your interview program. Really appreciate it.
Thank you so much. And you look after yourself.
You too. Thank you, Farhan. Thank you.
Bye.
Okay. Bye-bye.